Hey there, guys. What is going on? Schlappy here. Ooh. My sensitivity's all over the place. How's it going? I am back playing Creativerse on the Creatinators server, and we have been working on our Christmas Village. You guys know what it is. Christmas Village. Been doing it for a while. It's looking sexy. We got a nice slide. There were some great suggestions about the ice slide, by the way, which we may check out. Somebody suggested building the tree around the ice slide to make it look kind of like a tree tunnel. Very cool idea. I actually tried it out before I posted last video. When I was making the ice slide, I actually tried that out. It looked really ugly. I couldn't figure out a way to make it work, but oh, got the hiccups. Really great suggestion. First things first, though, I want to build a toy store today. That's my mission for today's video. At least the start of it. I want a big old toy store right here. I want a toy store on this corner that people look at and go, damn, I want some toys from that store. You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. You're smart, attractive people who like toys. It's okay to admit we all enjoy a good toy. So I got all kinds of random blocks. As you can see in my inventory, I've got some of the colored wood wall, which I think has sort of a fun sort of rustic vibe. So those are both really important to what I'm picturing. I want sort of a different building that sort of stands out, but also sort of fits within the theme, right? Which is why I have some of this, some of these wood wall stuff. Anyway, let's get a few more blocks like that. So, what I was thinking was an entryway that is, well, okay, let me figure this out a bit. Right, so that would be there, and then this would be, kind of want like a curved entrance is the idea. And then I'm just gonna lay out a little bit because I kind of want to trim with this to make it sort of fit in, if that makes any sense. I kind of want like a trim. Right. So something like this. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we'd go up, maybe 3 tall. I kind of have an image in my head already. That's why I'm sort of trying to get it across. I'm sort of thinking something like that for the entry, and then it's sort of gonna just be a little bit of a rounded thing. How do we want to do? I mean, there's stairs. Stairs are gonna be kind of awkward, though, aren't they? They're a little awkward. We could do something kind of fun like that. Yeah. I'm actually curious. Do these stairs have the stairs that go, you know, bleep, bloop, blop in other directions? I'm not sure. Yeah, they do. Okay, I want that one. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. I'm trying to show you guys a little bit of my building style. This is what I'm doing a lot of the time. I'm not recording. I was trying to figure out exactly what I want. So this looks actually pretty similar to what I have in my mind's eye. I'm going to lay it out a little bit more before coming back. Something like this, a really fun sort of bright Christmassy thing around the corner here. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the interior. I kind of want like all kinds of toys and stuff, so I might go get some grab chambers. I think that might be a fun way to get sort of some stuff in here. But let me... My vision is coming to life, slowly but surely. I do want to add a bit more color to it, but bleep bloop plop. This is sort of what I was envisioning. Something like this. This is a bit aggressive, but I kind of like it. I was thinking maybe of putting these pillars sort of further down like this as well, but I think that might be a little bit too much. You know what? Let's actually just try. Let's do that. Bleep, bloop, blop. There we go. It was red, yellow. I'm trying to do these evenly, I guess. It'll be something like that. Is that too much? It might not be terrible once the roof and stuff is on. I guess maybe we'll do something like that. Anyway, so this will wrap around, and you can see it's actually going to end up being quite a large wrap all the way back from this side as well, which I think is right here. Something of this sort of size, and you can see there's a big tree in the middle of it, which I think we're actually going to try and incorporate apart too many of these trees because they're really gorgeous. But yeah, we'll try and incorporate this. We probably will have to get rid of the leaves though. You can see we got quite a bit of floor space. I think it'll disappear kind of right now, which is a lot, but it's okay. We've also got a little bit of a curved roof. I really like this entryway. I think it's cool along the square. That way we don't have to change the shape of it. I think I do want some like stuff out here though. Maybe some like fun, something that gives it a little bit more, you know, oomph, I guess. The noise, I don't know if oomp's a word. There's also this tree on this side, which is, again, kind of in the way, but I'm trying not to destroy. This would be, I think, blue, right? Yes, this would be that. Yeah, I'm not sure about the posts on the side. I'll reevaluate. It'd be good to get the rest of the building up, maybe a bit of a floor and the ceiling. Especially from this exterior, because I'm focused a lot on the exteriors of these builds more so than the interiors, just because I feel like they're a little bit more fun and I suck at interiors, but roof done, and then I think we'll have a better view, as well as this, the whole view is going to be obscured because we have the Christmas tree in the middle, so yeah. Well, I went a little crazy. I decided to do something a bit different with the ceiling of this place because, you know, it's a shop, you know, theoretically for kids, although adults, you know, can enjoy toys. And I decided to go with a bit more of like a fun ceiling, which is this, I think. We've got some clouds, we've got a little sun. I think it's just kind of a fun touch. You know, right now it looks very, like it stands out pretty heavily, but I think that's mostly because there's nothing else in this room yet. But I quite like it. I used the blue concrete, the snow is the clouds. I put lights above each of the clouds because it comes through the snow, and I think that's kind of nice. There's a little bit of a sun. I'm thinking maybe it should, like, stick out, though. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Actually, no, I kind of like it more the other way. But I kind of like the concrete. I've always thought it kind of looks like a painting, you know, with the cracks and stuff. It almost kind of looks like sort of a faded painting. And I think that's kind of fun for a ceiling. I don't like the torches in the roof, but I really do want lighting up there. The problem is there's just not, you know, too many lighting options for us. If we look, I mean, we could maybe do the Christmas lights or the candles or something. I mean, I don't really like any of these options for this area. That's kind of the issue, I suppose. But yeah, the ceiling is done. So now it becomes a question of what the heck do I want the floor to be? I kind of like it at this height. I think it'd be cool to have a little bit of a step down when you come in. Maybe the slabs, though. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have gingerbread slabs. I'm like fairly confident in saying that, but I'm not entirely sure. We don't, though, do we? No, I don't think we have gingerbread slabs. I'm pretty sure we don't. Let's just do this. Do we? No, we don't have gingerbread slabs. You know what? I'm gonna go check, just because I'm actually not 100% sure if we do or we don't. Yeah, you know what? That looks okay, though. It looks okay to have the wood. I'm not sure what I want to do with the floor. I left the snow in just to kind of test it out, but I don't think it looks great. Also, I put some colors along the walls. These are going to change. I'm not huge on the walls right now. I think I want to do a little more fun stuff with them, as opposed to just this. It'll probably depend on like what we have on the walls. But yeah, I definitely want to break up the flatness of this whole... I got the hiccups. I definitely want to break up the flatness of this whole thing, which is part of the reason I did the clouds coming down by one. So I think, you know, maybe we'll do like a little, maybe stage back here, a little elevated portion, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of work on it, you know? I really want this to be a really cool building, so I'm just going to kind of work on it and see where we end up. I also think maybe sprites would be a good time to use those for the first time in this world for me. But yeah, I just want to check this gingerbread slab thing, because now I'm doubting myself pretty heavily. I'm fairly certain we don't. It would be amazing if we did. No, these are just the roofs. No, there's no gingerbread in there. There's no gingerbread in there. That's too bad. That'd be a nice block to have. Anyway, build more, talk less. My mantra that I have been following terribly, that I just adopted. I feel like so many of the clips in this Chris's Village start at this exact angle. Me trying to like warm up a little bit in my little cave. Which, by the way, somebody mentioned, it's not going to stay this little cave. Eventually, it's going to be probably a tunnel straight through the mountain. You know, it's more just a workshop for now. I'm thinking about making one of these buildings sort of a new workshop so that I can work on this a little bit. But no, the pathway is not going to end in a strange little cave, for those of you who are curious. Anyway, to the toy store. Bleep, bloop, blop. I can't wait. I think next episode we may do this center area. It just, right now it's very plain. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people are like, it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly, which it is. And we're going to change that up, you know, maybe next episode. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet. Yeah, these leaves are so lovely. You know, just putting little like, here and there, just sort of leaves. Bleep, bloop, blop. The other thing I wanted to put was little ice patches. Oh, I only have one piece of ice left. Like little patches of ice, I think, just break up the landscape. Just add like a touch of blue. So yeah, we'll throw those in. But anyway, to the toy store. So the first thing I did, I went and got these guys. I wanted to make that look like a chalkboard, which it kind of does. I wanted some candy cane fence to go along here. The other thing I wanted to do was put a little pit in this corner, actually. You know, vary up the landscape a little bit. And if there's one thing in this game that kids would probably love, it's the same thing Xando loves with his childlike brain. It's goo. Ooh, what color do we go for? Ooh, probably green would be the funnest. Yeah, a little pit to jump in. How do we make this look better? Let's do maybe the brick, just to get another texture in this room. Ooh, do we want it that wide, though? I mean, that takes up a lot of the room if we do that. Maybe we can make it like a weird shape, just so everything's not so, like, you know, perfectly formed. Yeah, and then that'll depend what our floor is made of. I just wanted something that kind of differentiates the floor. We could keep... no, we can't keep that tree in because we've already broken it up. You know what? Maybe we could do something fun with, like, the walls of the pit as opposed to just gingerbread. You know, I want lots of colors and things in here. This back, we got quite a bit of room. I want some, like, shelving for actual toys in here, which is going to be kind of hard to actually get in here. You know what? No, let's use maybe some of this stuff. No, I did have another one. I was like, oh boy, cool. Favorites. Why are these back? How come every time I log into the game, these are back in my favorites? I've unclicked them so many times. Boy, this game got a lot of bugs, but for some reason we keep playing it. Let's do a little bit more tiled. Yeah, so we'll put some, maybe some shelving, like right here. Probably squeeze more in. It's going to be tight in here. It's not that big of a room. It's not that big of a room, so it's definitely going to be tight, which I'm kind of okay with. We could do like that, and then have like stuff on these. Like what looks like toys. I was about to put the torch. It's like, no, probably don't give kids torches. But yeah, we'll get some stuff to like fill up the shelves. Something in the back that I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, you guys can sort of see what I'm going for in this room. What blocks could we use to make like a fun background here? Let's put some of these in. Ooh, squiggly squiggly. Oh yeah, that looks kind of fun. I'm kind of like picturing Dr. Seuss in here, which I know is like kind of silly. What blocks do we have in this game that looks silly? But I'm kind of picturing Dr. Seuss just being like, you know, such a crazy, kooky, colored. Maybe like these could be kind of fun to throw in, you know? And then maybe the yellow to opposite. Bloop, 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 bloop. I mean, those are kind of cool. I think lighting could go through this, so we'll put some lights underneath these. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna keep building. Ooh, we're getting cold. Today's video is a bit different. I'm spending a lot of time on one build, trying to show you guys sort of my quote-unquote process. And I wanted to know your guys' opinion, if you like it more like this, or if you'd rather, you know, more progress updates, less sort of building, you know, whatever you guys are vibing with. I also think it'll be nice, because I want to do a... sorry, I'm jumping between topics now. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think of this... this video in general, and if you like sort of the more behind the building sort of thing as opposed to just seeing it done. But I think it'll be cool to have a curved building on either side of this road. I think it'll be really cool. Anyway, toy store. Doesn't this look just so creepy? I decided to make a little display. Ooh, right, those will be... Forgot if you put them up and down, it makes kind of awkward lines. I decided to go for like weird display cases just to sort of break up the wall. I'm actually going to move that one to there just to get some sort of weird difference. But yeah, use some grab chambers, make some creepy balls. I decided to just... I'm going to go crazy a little bit with the lighting in here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to use some like colored lighting and see what happens, ja. So what I was thinking was maybe doing like a yellow light down here. Yellow, red. I might throw in a blue light. Blue lights are kind of crazy to me. But yeah, I decided to go with a display case. Decided to use the stucco window. I actually quite like the glass that the stucco glass has. I think it's a really nice glass. Can I say nice again? I think it's a nice glass, like the actual texture. It's a little like whitewashed, but I think it's a little bit nicer than some of the other ones. It also has the fun border around it. So yeah, you can see I'm doing some like levels. We've talked about that. I think I want to move this display case. I know I just said I was going to move it over there, but I actually got a different idea of moving it down as opposed to up. So having it like a little bit bigger. Where do we want this? Like back here, right? Something like that. Let me just try and imagine this in my head. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a 3 wide. I'm not sure what we're going to put in this one. I just like to sort of make a shape and see what happens. You know what? Maybe let's do a little bit of this. You can see I've just been playing with blocks. I've got like a bunch of blocks in my inventory that I'm just sort of like dealing with. I was thinking about doing maybe like a little weird thing with some of the present boxes in the middle. I still don't know what I want to use for a floor. Still kind of trying to figure out that. We need more lighting though, which means we should probably decide on a floor. I mean, I wouldn't mind using the snow for some of it. So let's do maybe red light, yellow light, see how that kind of comes together. You got some interesting stuff. I think we also just need some just traditional lighting as well, because I really want this place to be very well lit. Toy stores are always very well lit. Do I spend too much time in toy stores? You can't prove anything. Yeah, something like that. Just get some real bright. Then maybe we'll leave the top a little bit darker. Yeah. I think I want to get a different stucco window, though. Get a bit of a different color. What colors do we have for the stucco windows, just so I know? Maybe the darker one, just to get a bit more of a contrast. This back area, we're going to do a little stage thing. I'm not exactly sure what I want up there. I kind of wanted like a showpiece, if you guys know what I mean. I'm not sure what that would be, though. Maybe we could do like a little Christmas tree. I don't think we have room for that. Yeah, I'm just going to keep building. But yeah, you guys can sort of see... my ideas are coming. They're just not being done properly, I guess. What? I don't know. I'm just going to keep building, see what happens. See what comes out of my head. That's a weird way to put it. I think it's about time to put the finishing touches on our place. Yeah, I don't know. It's different than I thought it would be, which is cool. The other thing I wanted to try, I put the lights underneath the front. I thought it might be cool to have the color of each of these sort of underneath it. That's just snow, right? I don't know if it is, though. For, like, all of them, might be kind of neat. So let's go over here. Just kind of like a nice touch on the outside, just to bring a little bit more, maybe more color. I've been trying to find places to use colored lights, but I find they look so unnatural in a lot of places. It might be kind of cool. It might be kind of cool. Let's just finish it up, see how. I might do these pillars going all the way around. We do have some exterior stuff to, you know, fix up. Like these little patches on the back we are going to have to cover up somehow. Those are the little display case things that I did. Ooh, this one's right out in the open. Right out in the open, y'all. Just, you know, link it up like that or something. Anyway, yeah, that looks... I mean, you can barely tell, I guess, but it's kind of a nice touch. Anyway, inside, you can see it's coming together. I wanted to do maybe some of these, just to add sort of another something. Maybe even one right there. Yeah, you can see it for the floor. I went with sort of a mix between the gingerbread and the wood slab. I thought it was kind of, you know, cool. It kind of brings a little bit of difference. It allows you to put some lighting. It is varied enough that it's not boring. Back here, I put a chizard, giving him the business, you know. Oh, that's bizarre. Yeah, I put this here. This is going to be a little, what do you call it? Like a little display shelf. You know those things you can like twirl around? They like hold postcards, and I mean, I guess they can hold anything. No, that one's too close. Maybe like right here. Yeah, so basically on the sides of these we'll have like this sort of thing. It is cramped in here, I'll admit that, but you know, that's kind of all right, I think, that it's cramped. We'll do some like candy cane on this one, and then maybe this one. I wanted to use some of these idols. Maybe this one we can do, I like this roof a lot because it looks very fancy. Maybe a leaf. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, I wanted to put some boomerangs around. But you guys have seen these before, I'm sure. Ooh, hello. That's not how I wanted to put you. And yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking for these, to sort of fill up the floor space, was to do a little bit of that. I do want some more pops of color in here. I just don't know where I'd throw those in at the moment. I mean, it's very full already once we fill up these shelves. It's very, some gingerbread. Some gingerbread. Well, that actually looks pretty awful, because there's gingerbread right behind it. Maybe more candy cane. That looks super bizarre. Why are you like that? I don't like that at all. Yeah. This should probably be snow as well. I don't know. I quite like it. I'm new to interiors, so don't be too mean in the comments. But let me know what you guys think of it. I think it's kind of fun. I do think we could add more color. Maybe in the floor? Maybe we could add some of the weathered wood wall on the floor to bring some color. Do I have any on me? No. You know what? I'm going to grab a little bit of that. I'll finish filling the shelves and whatever after, but I do want to actually try that. I think that actually might be kind of nice to get some of the weathered wood wall, because it has that texture that's kind of, you know, a little, I don't know what to call it, but it's got a bit of a texture to it. So the wood texture, it'll match the slabs is what I'm trying to get across here. It's a fun building. I feel like maybe on top of it, it could use some sort of color thing. I don't know. Oh, presents is the other thing I wanted to add in here. Like, maybe some present boxes just sort of around it could fill up the space. Yeah, that could be cool. Let's just see if we, like... no, how do I... There we go, I guess. Like, maybe... Why don't we put 3 pieces of each color and see sort of how that looks. I mean, it's a similar texture as... that's kind of cool, I guess. It adds a little bit of variation. It's a similar, almost the exact texture that the, like the wood is, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, that adds just a little bit, but the other thing I want to do is add the presents. Let me go grab some of those real fast. Can I actually make them? Are they called presents? Man, I hit my cap lock way too much. Gift boxes? Yeah. Oh, they take stone slabs for some reason. So if we just put some of those around the room, I think it would add a lot of color. Yeah. Okay, let me grab some stone slabs. We're going to finish this build up right after this with some stone slabs. What after I get some stone slabs, we'll finish up this build with some gift boxes. I just happen to have any. Probably not. Probably not. No. Okay. And here we are with... I like it. I like it a lot. Love it. I may still tweak it a little bit. I feel like maybe up there we could put... we just do... Why are we wasting time talking? Why don't we just put some up there, see what happens. Maybe another red. Just to like have something up there. There's also nothing up here. I'm not too sure what I want to put up here. So that's why I was kind of waiting to maybe see if you guys had some ideas about stuff to put up on this little stage platform, or just anything that you think, you know, could fit in here a little bit better. But you can see with the gift boxes, it fills up the space. There's definitely a lot more sort of stuff happening. I also wanted to put this guy maybe up here. I just find that's like a fun little box. I just find that's a fun little box. But you can see this place very full, which is what I wanted. I think I'm also going to get some tamed creatures. I'm going to have to stream one day and just get a bunch of tamed everything just to put around our village. That's a big goal of mine. Link in the description if you're interested in streams. But yeah, like, you know, like maybe 3 creatures that just sort of are in here could be just a lot to add. But this is it. I love it. I do. I really am happy with it. I feel like now that those are up there, it actually does fill the space. But we will put some, like, maybe some leaves or just some more stuff up there just to fill up a little bit more. But this is exactly what I was picturing. I want a very full, very fun shop for this corner here at night. Those lights are definitely pretty visible. I just feel like maybe we need like a sign on top or something. Maybe we can do like a big arc sign writing like toys or something. Just to, you know, because I feel like it just sort of ends. Maybe some big arc signs at the top. I don't know. Any ideas you guys have, please let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more. All that jazz. It's getting too long, so I'm going to end it here. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao!